what was your message, especially coming at halftime? You know, y'all looked like y'all were creating. You know, I don't know how many quality chances, but y'all were, in the attacking third for a while there.
Yeah. So in the first half, we had all the chances, and thought we weren't displeased at all. We thought we had most of the possession. We had all the chances. We just weren't, we weren't finishing the with quality. We had, a couple of issues where we played kind of into their trap. We thought that we needed to do a little bit better with that. And you got to give Mississippi State a lot of credit. They had two sniffs of goal. Kind of a fortunate shot for them that kind of somehow went underneath the crossbar and in. I don't know if it was a shot or not, but it went in. And then a foul that was called for them that was interesting, and then quickly while we're trying to figure it out, they go and they score right off of that. So good for them that they were able to score on those two key moments, and that's why they're now champions of the SEC, and we're kind of scratching our heads as far as how did that game get away from us when we were in control of it for 95% of it. So it's been a frustrating type of year for us because we've played so well, and I'm proud of the way that our players played tonight because we played so well in so many key moments and key areas of the game. We just when you can't score goals, it just puts a lot of pressure on the defense. It puts a lot of pressure on other parts of the game when your scoring is dried up.
Coach, with it being senior day, tell me some of your favorite stories or memories.
Oh goodness. Well, just the fact that so you're asking me that question right after a loss, that I love all of them unconditionally, and that every one of them is a part of our family forever, and that every single one of them is someone that we've loved having here at Texas A&M, whether they're here for one semester like Allie Lowry, or the people that have been here for 5 years through COVID. It's people who are dear to us. They've been great representatives of the school on the field, off the field, in the classroom, in the community, and people who are people and more than soccer players, they're great Aggies, and people who for the next for the rest of my life will always be part of our family, and people who we've loved having as part of their life growing up and going from kids to young women has been. I feel blessed to have been a part of their life at this juncture, and something that it's been a joy to have them here in Texas A&M.
And I know coming into this week, you talked a lot about the RPI, how you really were trying to get a win off, knowing it was going to be two really difficult teams, obviously the first and second teams in the SEC. You guys still got a tie, though. How does that affect your RPI, and how does that affect you guys going into the playoffs?
Well, this was, I know that a draw today probably would have put us in the NCAAs for sure. I mean, we're for sure in the SEC tournament. That happened on Thursday with the point that we got there. I don't know. I haven't seen how things are because we're just seconds off of the game today. So we're in Florida for sure. We go in with a 500 record, so we have to come out with at least an overtime. We have to get at least 2 penalty kicks in the first game, and to know that we're going to at least have a chance to be selected by the NCAA committee. It'll come right down to that. The good news is we have great results against teams that are going to be seeded in the NCAA tournament when the committee looks at that. So the pressure will be on us in Pensacola to come up with more results, which means we've got to score goals somehow, and that'll be a big challenge for us, whoever we're going to play. So a win today would have sealed the deal for us. We would have known that we would have been in, probably would chance of hosting. So you look at the misses that we had today, the misses that we had on Thursday, as like more coulda, shouldas that that you hate to have.
And going into that SEC playoff, what's the main thing that you're going to be focusing on? What's practice going to look like going into that? You obviously have a couple of weeks.
Well, it'd be nice to score some goals. Be nice to score a lot of goals to take the pressure off of our defense, because our defense has done such a great job of keeping us in games. It'd be nice to take some of the pressure off of those players, because they've been they've had so much pressure on them to keep the games perfect. And again, we've created, whether you know it or not, I mean, Texas A&M has taken more shots than any other team in the SEC. We create more offense than anyone else in the SEC. We just haven't scored goals. And that's, again, we knew that because a lot of our most exciting goal scorers are redshirted this year because of injuries in the offseason. So the good news is we're going to be really good attacking team, in 2025 and beyond. But we've got about 5 or 6 days to prepare and to kind of fine tune that a little bit more, and to try to formulate how we're going to be a little bit more dangerous when we get to the beach.
Kind of seems like, going back to even maybe the LSU game, y'all have kind of been playing with the attitude and mindset that, like, there are no guarantees, like, back up against the wall, like, let's make these kind of our tournament, so to speak. Do you feel that way going into SEC season? How do you think, having gone through a few of those games like that can maybe help you out in that tournament situation?
Yeah, I mean, we've been in do or die situations, for quite a while now, and it's why every call that's made is a big deal, why every shot that we take is a big deal, why every save that our goalkeepers make is a big deal. So it's that's how we've been living. We've been living on that, on the balcony for a while, and trying to walk that tightrope a little bit. So that's how we go into this tournament, and so that makes it to where it's not quite as scary, maybe, because we've been living here for a while, and we're kind of used to these heights. So let's go.